Huh? Ah.
Everyone! The Exaltists! The threat that once again! We've brought justice! Give it up for yourselves! And let's hear it for our brilliant command!
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot.
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the obscure—
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquay Summit.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been out—
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings.
You might be right. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soul—
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, so even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military— I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is—
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already— Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proc.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's lab. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever— Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquay Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquay Summit for assistance either. But—
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
a savior. It's funny. Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar.
That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system for the members at the round table. However, the condition if the business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. This time, Porcelumic.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are...
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of... And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss...
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the
You've got it all wrong, Orphe. I had no idea those two are planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostic?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some...
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the second. The field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain
Oh, then...
I'm sure Orphe has her own reason.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want to...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share...
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
Proxy, there's something I need...
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain...
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize, but there's a reason why the captain...
I trust that you know the Captain, Orphe. Otherwise, come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired...
An intelligent construct. Can I trust you,
Like I said, just like...
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and but no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment in the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers? It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division, I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to that legendary soldier's military code. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, all things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. Orphe, my life was far too boring. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy. Still, I can't help. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're yet the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluid, but you all keep I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let you, rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks. I want our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all. Our pasts are not what define us. As a proxy, you'll lead us to. I believe in you.
Barry, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnia?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take...
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Ishu and Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu, just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishu and Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the Defense Force. It's urgent. Come rescue her.
Aren't you over-exaggerating?
This concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. A little exaggeration.
All we can do now is pray that Yunque Summit sends help. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the... There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now. I think I just had a dream.
My disciple, Fufu told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense, and that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with—
Word for word! The message came
By the way, I'm here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all.
Did Ishu and Shifu use a technique to bring...
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run...
Come on, on, Junior Bell. What happened out there that made you call Shifu?
That's right.
Punning as always. Certainly sounds like...
If the Defense Force can't deal with those scoundrels, when do we set out?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some prop...
Hand over the proxy!
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private, and my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just...
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused...
See, Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up...
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula's support, you probably...
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation.
Under your protection. You mean the mayor's envoy who's...
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military...
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to...
Proxy, are you...
Oh, so the proxy wasn't...
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authority.
I've never cared about military secrets. Only about the safety of my
Well then, Proxy. If you went so far as to defy military orders to contact... You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real strong...
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Yunquei Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the select...
Bell, I just received...
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across... Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching... Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will...
What's that voice assistant rambling about?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the hull...
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for... Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control... The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably...
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the...
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical...
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still... So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are...
Wow, Captain Magus, you actually...
Then let's move out. Opal Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled...
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have...
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have... Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did...
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and...
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided.
Deploying all of Obel Squad would draw too much attention. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow. All members of the Obel Squad, return to base and get some... Tomorrow's probably go...
Experimental ether units called Obscura, where Obel Squad was the... That's about all we've got on according to our investigations. None...
But we can't gamble with people's lives with some big unknown. Right, Colonel?
You're right, Orphe. We're moving them into the city. At least until every Obscura... The evac op will be handled by troops under the Major General.
On standby as a mobile squad, huh? In other words, we get to move how...
It's on standby at all times. Not do whatever you like.
Crystal clear, Colonel. I assure you, we will not act on our own or do anything...
I've got the captain covered. Obel Squad won't be running wild on my watch.
Why do I get the feeling something is going on between you all? Anyway, just behave.
Of course. The Proxy's a VIP under...
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex High...
The big shots can't wait to run for...
The threat of hidden sacrifice... All right, then.
Isolde.
Something on your mind, Captain
I was just wondering, Colonel, if I ever disobeyed your orders...
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad, but if that day...
I know the captain always has...
Don't tell me you're actually...
Don't...
Huh?
Either way, we've got each other's backs. That won't change. Good to hear. That makes me...
Proxy! Proxy! Why are you sneaking over and whispering like this? It totally...
The captain said that you should sneak over and meet us over there in a bit. It'd be way too obvious.
Isn't the captain always like...
Well, because the captain's voice is way too loud. She could...
Tell the worker. Don't let
Complaint letters? You actually...
training reliable.
Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, let the kid through. Cut it out.
The evacuation orders. You're only getting out.
Watch your mouth. Protecting the company's image is also part of what you're paid for. Got it?
Please, let my child go first.
Sorry. I'm afraid I'm not in a position.
Today, wife just like every other door in this city.
Just a photo for the internal PR material, sir. Much...
This moment right now, And back then, it's all to those sitting at the top. Our lives are nothing but silver spoon civilians. This isn't the end, Orpheus.
This is the Exaltist base we cleared out earlier.
Weren't we looking for a hidden base?
According to Fairy's calculation, I guess you could say we let the Exaltists slip right on.
If it weren't for Lorenz and interference, signs of a
The fissure is close by.
commencing operation. Object.
Yes, Captain Mag.
The first diffraction signal source has been confirmed.
Now we just need to find the second signal source, and we can pinpoint the exact coordinates.
Oops, I can't really control my strength.
You're not making up some technical jargon to fool me, are you? Did you already have a map of the fissure location prepared in your backpack?
Hey, don't question my professional skills as a proxy, all right? Still.
Device's operating protocol.
The purpose of these devices seems to be to guide and concentrate the miasma.
How did you figure that out, Roxy?
It's all thanks to their engineers. They left super clear comments in the code. The final sacrifice. Large-scale miasma activation experiment. The Exaltists need to gather a massive amount of miasma. These devices must be important for that. The Exaltist outposts full of miasma might be the result of these devices as well.
Communication structure analysis complete. Hub device location locked. Uploading to HDD now.
Got it.
Pinpointing fissure coordinates.
Hey, you soldiers over there!
Well, well, look who it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a
I want to ask you the same.
We're here under Major General Lorenz.
All right.
I have no obligation. This facility holds a stockpile of porcelain belonging to Porcelumex. We've been assigned to constant guard duty here to prevent any of the returning Exaltists.
Wasn't it Porcelumex who originally handed these strategic city resources over to the... You sure are going out of your way to clean up the mess they made.
I'm not in the mood to bicker with you. Now, why are you here? I don't recall receiving...
As I'm sure you're aware,
Roxy.
Oh. This envoy, don't you think, Captain
No. We've received new intelligence indicating that the Exaltists likely still have a key base in the Hollow. You're a soldier too, so you should understand a soldier's
first and foremost
to follow orders. And doing...
You're leading your squad without authorization.
Forget the orders. I didn't form Obel just to dance to someone else's tune. If disobeying orders is what it takes to protect this city, then so be it.
I've got a recording device, you know.
And I've got heavy firepower. If you don't step aside,
The intel came from me, and this operation is under my lead. If the Defense Forces commanders have a problem with that, they can take it up to...
Threatening your comrades only adds to... I'm not obligated to...
Finally, that annoying...
Onward to
Now Obel Squad really is in big trouble. Captain Magus, was it really...
Don't worry, little Proxy. When the time comes, I'll say the envoy was coerced by our troops and forced to leave.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's you.
I will take full responsibility for disobeying orders.
No. Captain Magus, if you get arrested, I'll have to face the battlefield all alone.
Hey, couldn't you say something that shows you care about me, Orphe?
Bell, we have an urgent communication request.
An urgent call from the
Well, actually, Colonel Isolde contacted Ishin Sifu, who then got in touch with me. They want to use the HD. I only called it an urgent communication because I wanted to sound more professional.
Good afternoon. I had heard about Phaethon's abilities before, but experiencing a device that can communicate in...
Colonel Isolde...
Acting without orders, disobeying military command, and hoping to come to me for lead...
Captain Magus's cooling system is about to overheat!
Proxy, your HDD's privacy protection is severely...
Anyway, I'm fully aware of the situation. All those years ago, we followed our order, and now, we can no longer stand by and watch Waifei Peninsula fall into danger for the sake...
All those years ago...
Isolde, why bring it...
I think it's time. I told you a few things. Everyone here is either a comrade you can entrust your life to, or a brave soul willing to lay down the... Which is why what I'm about to tell all of you is so important. It's a story of betrayal.
So, your inspection has...
Captain Magus and the Colonel's comrades all died during the fall of the old capital due to a lapse.
That's right. At that time, the commander ordered Agamemnon's squad to hold their ground at all costs, and to defend the railway line And that's what our comrade... What we were guarding was not a railway for evacuating civilians. It was actually a freight line for transporting corporate assets. Every minute the team was able to hold out meant another container of porcelain that was transported back to a tops where... Of course, that company paid the commander a hefty reward for that. Every digit on that check was stained with the blood of our teeth.
Captain Mag...
Isolde, who was the corrupt commander? Answer me.
Captain Magus, your bot...
Answer me.
I don't have enough evidence to accuse them yet.
Stay calm. How do you expect me to stay calm?
Captain Magus, if you can't keep your...
My fury burns just as fiercely as yours, Magus!
I was created to unleash this...
Captain Magus, for the safety of the squad, I'm authorized to act...
You would dare to stop me?
I don't have the right to ignore your anger, but the people here are important too. And what we need to accomplish now matters just as much.
Easy for you to say. What?
We all lost so much. Everyone here. Colonel Isolde, Shifu, Senior Foof, so many people just like you lost everything. Natural disasters, man-made disasters. Haven't we lost enough already? But we didn't let anger, sorrow, or regret pull us down. Thanks to our courage, we've achieved every... Your Obel Squad. Orphe, Trigger, Seed, sure. The past does matter.
Captain Magus.
How am I a part of...
Thank you, Isolde. I won't let this go. As you said.
Yes, let's leave it for later.
I'm telling you this now. Keep moving forward, everyone. I'll take the heat from command.
Time's ticking, and the Hollow is...
Understood, Proxy.
Yes, Captain.
You have actually been quite lucky all these years.
It's not often I find myself thinking, maybe I'd be...
Faithful servants. Let's drive out all the blasphemous unbelievers who desecrate our noble cause.
There sure are a lot of exalted rats hiding in here.
The Proxy's intel has been a huge help.
They keep saying something about the final sacrifice. We have to stop them.
Adjusting for wind.
Moving forward and take them all down.
It's been a while, Faithin.
Sarah, how many of the Exaltists' crimes have you been quietly...
Crimes? Ah, you mean those reasonable... As a loyal, I have to say.
Captain Magus, that woman is making personal...
I might not be good at personal attack. Prepare to die!
Prepare to meet your end!
You stubborn fools. The Overseer has already reached the gate of the final domain.
Mevarok. Gotta admit,
death is a cruel fate. But the Creator does show mercy to the most faithful servants at times.
no matter what tricks or lies you try to use, we won't let anyone threaten New Eridu.
Threaten New Eridu? Young unbeliever. The parasites devouring the real poison has always been lurking in the very blood of the city. Which actually makes you and me allies, not enemies.
Don't you dare compare my proxy to you!
But I don't think we'll have the opportunity to work together. The Overseer's ritual must not be interrupted. Faithful servants, the Creator will remember your names. The arduous journey to the Creator is always filled with sacrifice. The path back to the Master is always paved with blood and thorns. Get behind me! Life and death, existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering, all shall return to me.
Keep your balance!
Hostile target is highly active. Please evade the attack.
I'm in perfect shape!
Get behind me!
Let's provide cover fire!
You've exposed your weakness!
Tactical strategy! Scorched earth!
Careful, Captain!
I can't really control my strength. What's a girl's attitude to completely tear you into pieces?
Time to end this. My bullets are one with the wind.
Crushing the enemy seems easy off the target, right?
Let's go take a look.
Cross
Line up. No pushing.
May the Creator refine us! Sanctuaries chosen, favored by the Creator!
The monsters have swarmed the entirety of Phylum Heights. Be sure to stay vigilant.
Belle, we have an emergency. Exalted priests and sacrifices are attacking Whitey Peninsula. They're pouring out of the Obscura, and there's a lot of them.
Our attack on the base in the Hollow led to chaos in the city outside. Are they using the attack as a cover to escape?
The city is under attack? Do we keep pursuing or fall back to assist?
A rather obvious and sloppy scheme. Our comrades from Obsidian Division are stationed in the city, along with the mystics of Yunquay Summit.
Shifu and the other disciples are helping suppress the sacrifices in the main district. There's a gap in the defenses on the mountain road above Phylum Heights.
The mountain road? But according to the distribution map we received, there shouldn't be any Obscura in that area.
Which is why we didn't deploy heavy defenses near the mountain road.
Oh no, there are many
Got it. Calculating a route from the Hollow back to Waifei Peninsula for evacuation.
We're counting on you.
Thanks to the support from Yunquay Summit, the sacrifices in the main district have been suppressed.
Our mission is to eliminate the sacrifices and exaltists around the mountain road area, while protecting 2 VIP targets.
Which are the annoying Porcelumix executive Luke.
Bad news?
Hard to say which is the good news, and like them or not, the mission still has to be completed. There are plenty of homes around them. Prioritize eliminating the sacrifices emerging from the obscure.
There's an ambush in the tunnel!
What an ugly bunch!
The people on the ground seem to be members of Porcelumix.
No way out!
Am I keeping up, Captain?
You're in my sight.
Those monsters. Calm down, ma'am. No. We're from Obsidian Division. Remain calm. You're not... This woman's experiencing shock. Her companions were likely
Judging by her outfit, She's from Porcelumex. Her companions were most...
No, I really can't stand those people.
Magus, aren't you curious? Who exactly was responsible? The blood debt partly falls on Porcelumex for offering the bribe. And partly on, well, Porcelumex's share of that debt.
Isolde.
That's right. The mastermind behind bribing the military commander, of course. The ones who benefited from it weren't innocent either. Going down with him was only fitting.
Even if they weren't innocent, they...
Forget it, Proxy! Your sense of righteousness is admirable. Unjust accusations. Hopeless justice. Endless the defense force. Public security. The HIA. And tops! You're standing against giants.
But, Isolde, you've always...
Correct. Justice will come. But it will be through my hand. We no longer need to rely on the sympathy of others, nor wait for
Why are you doing this, Colonel? Why, of all times, reveal this? Your goal isn't just to let...
Magus, don't you want to know the name of the one who sent us into the jaws of battle, just to secure that huge... The one who deliberately withheld support from our unit to...
It was...
Yes, Colonel Lorenz. 11 years ago. 11 years ago. He colluded with...
Lorenz. Is it all because of...
Lucro is already dead. And Lorenz stands right before you, at the end of this road. I've already made my choice. Now it's we're the only ones walking this road.
Isolde.
Colonel Isolde. Commander Lorenz.
The only way we can know is by finding Lorenz and getting answers from him directly.
Magus, this is the moment when you need to keep your cool. Isolde hasn't given us any
evidence. Don't tell me you want to start preaching about procedure. If there were any justice in this world, my teammates wouldn't have sacrificed...
Seriously, think about the timing. Why is she dropping all this drama now? She's trying to steer you...
She wants me to join in her revenge plan. She was right about one thing.
With all due respect, Captain, that was a real... Remember when we first joined the squad? We signed up because we felt the same. We were here for justice. Maybe even a little glory. For the ones we lost. The ones we... And now you're saying that we're not your companions? That...
Seed would like to teach that meanie a little, but I can't shake the feeling that something... If Seed Sr. were here, I think he'd be all gruffy and say, "Nope, not happening, Captain." And "Nope, not..." Oh, well. I was never good at comforting speeches anyway.
You think you're helping, saying all these useless things.
Captain!
You don't understand what I'm going through.
Open your eyes, you and Isolde, walking the same path? Come on! Without me, you wouldn't even be able to walk! If anything, and the others, the squad, Proxy, we've all lost people we love. But you were the one who brought us back, who pulled us out of that whole mess. Now you want us to just stand here and do nothing? Sorry, Captain. I didn't...
We're still on a mission here. Whatever personal stuff we're dealing with, it doesn't outweigh the lives of all those citizens depending on it.
I agree. Let's move out, Opal Squad.
There is an unopened Obscura nearby.
The monsters are crawling out of those devices!
Eliminate the nearby Obscura to cut off the source of the threats.
Adjusting for wind. Support in position.
Aim for the head, Seed Sr.
obscura have been confirmed to be deactivated.
The locations of these obscura don't appear to be included in the Colonel's intel.
Or there might be gaps in the intel. is incoming. Stay alert! Monsters that can operate outside the hollow. Truly terrifying weapons.
They enter the city.
Activate.
We won't let that happen.
Major General Lorenz retreated in this direction. Oh? Am I keeping up, Captain?
Adjusting for wind.
Oops, I can't really control my strength. You're the ladies from the Defense Force. Captain Magus, what are your orders?
Lorenz. I need to question him face to face and get to the bottom of this.
Captain Magus, please don't do anything reckless.
Magus, I know how much you want revenge. But remember, we're here with you.